What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Having Said That show. I'm Adi here with Ariana.
Guys, I'm here forever. Like, this is my seat now.
Yeah, we've replaced Jay as the co-host because he wasn't contributing much, but he would have enjoyed this episode a lot because you've seen this guy all over your Instagram. The very funny, very talented Joel D'Souza is joining us on the Having Said That show.
Imagine the one guy who would have enjoyed this podcast refuses to show up. That's a great opening act.
What happened to him? I thought he was coming. He got sick.
Do not meet your heroes.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Do not meet your heroes. That's why he didn't come.
Yeah.
Imagine saying you're going to be here forever and then you're leaving the next day for 2 weeks. Huh? Someone in the room.
The guy before they ghost you.
What's the logic of do not meet your heroes? Because you'd be disappointed?
Yeah.
Have you ever met a hero of yours?
I feel I have no heroes.
You have no heroes?
I just feel like I don't consume enough media to have any heroes.
But in the comedy
How
space in
interesting.
India?
So the thing is, I also stumbled upon stand-up by mistake. So I didn't watch stand-up before. I had watched 0 minutes of stand-up and I just watched like 10 minutes before going up. Yeah.
No
Before
way.
trying it, how old were you when you tried?
18.
And in Bombay?
Yeah, in Bombay. There was this place called The Hive, which was run by Sudeep and Sharon. I don't know if you guys know. They're like the OGs of like poetry, music, and stand-up back then. So like back then there was like 10 comedians. So if you had one good set, every comedian in India saw you do well. So yeah, it was very non-competitive.
So who had you seen?
Back then, like the whole lineup would be like Kanan, Kenny, Biswa, Angad, the EIC guys, EIB guys, me, then Tanmay. Just, it never
All the
drops.
comedy greats.
All the comedy greats.
No media heroes.
What about like a football player? No Spurs players are your heroes?
Yeah, so that's what I also feel like, because I've been watching them also since I was like maybe 9 or 10 years old. I know, very bizarre. So I feel like if I ever see them live, right, I feel like the whole mystique would just go.
Interesting.
Right?
Sure.
It's like I just go there and it's just 11 guys playing.
Yeah.
And like what now? That's it?
That's so interesting.
My favorite football player of all time is a Spurs legend actually.
Bale.
Bale. Yeah. I was a Bale fan before he moved to Madrid. And funny story, my brother just bought me a signed Gareth Bale trading card for my birthday. And then we flew back to New York. And I wake up to a message saying, guess who I just met at the airport? And he sent me a selfie of him and Bale.
No way.
Which out of all the people in the world for him to meet was pretty crazy.
Damn.
That's
What's
mad.
a trading card?
Like a collectible, like a match attacks or cricket attacks. I don't know if you know.
And
A
there's
waste of
Gareth
money.
Bale on it?
There's trump
Bale's
cards.
on it and it's like a signed one and this is like graded and it was just like, yeah.
Nice.
What year is this? 2003?
Trading cards are back, man. There's a Virat Kohli trading card that our friend Shivan gave us that just sold for 2,000 rupees on eBay. $2,000 on eBay, my bad.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, we have it?
Yeah,
It's
it's
bigger
Shivan.
than
Hey, let's sell it
Labubu.
now.
We have it on the shelf.
No, I have it at home.
Hey, let's get
Because
razors.
y'all were
Come on.
mistreating it in
Bro,
the
that's
studio.
That's
that
a
was given
HST
to us.
item.
Yeah, that's an HST.
Shivan asked for it back. I said if he can sell it, he can take it.
Yeah, of course.
Is that like a real and a fake one? Like, you know how there are Labubus now?
Yeah.
Where I bought like 5 of them. Okay, I didn't know like they were expensive. And apparently, like after I gave it to them, I realized they were fake.
Oh no.
So I mean, I paid very little for them. Hey, I got Nike shoes for 200 rupees. What? They're fake shit.
How much is a Labubu for? Like generally?
No clue.
Because they say it's like these expensive, whatever, plush toys or whatever they are, but how expensive?
Bro, you know the guys who make Labubu made that Big Bang Theory figure? It's a
No
brand
way.
called Pop Mart. And they do a series of collectibles. And Labubu is just the latest line of collectibles that has blown up. It is like, it used to come in these blind boxes for like $20, $30. Now that they know that it's become like a trendy thing, they sell different versions. And it's not like the retail price is not that expensive, it's the resale market that gets you, like most collectibles.
Yeah, apparently the person who made it is worth like $1 billion now.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Crazy.
All of these things happen. What was it? The Stanley Cup. Then it's like worth $1 billion. And this thing, fuck that, bro.
Fuck that. I think we should chase that.
Chase that. On that note, Joel, we ask all our guests at the top of the show for our controversial opinion because it gives us a good temp check on where we're headed in the episode.
Cool.
You want to help us out with a banging one?
I've like written it up because I think I had too many of them. But I selected 3. Which one should I start with? Like the stand-up thing? Or
The most controversial one.
the most controversial? I feel
Let's
the one.
lead up to the most controversial.
Okay, I don't know how because I've never like checked it, which is the most controversial, but I feel this is the one which will irritate everyone.
Okay.
Is that I feel like all these quick commerce apps and your food delivery apps, I feel they should charge more for the delivery.
Oh, I agree with you.
What?
I agree 1000%.
I don't agree.
Because our legit fear is Zepto, Blinkit will shut down, and I'm too dependent on those.
Same.
Yeah, it's like 1 rupee for 3-month membership for free delivery makes no sense.
Yeah.
They're cutting costs on somewhere, and I feel
It's
that
probably the
eventually is
delivery.
us.
It's probably the delivery drivers only
Yeah.
that don't get paid.
I feel they do get paid.
Yeah.
Because if they don't get paid, they'll just stop doing it.
No, it's
There's so
also
much-
it's about making people used to a particular service, and then eventually they will hike up the prices. They will for them to sustain, and for now they're just eating into their own money.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
burning into their own cash, which is okay
But
as long as
eventually it will shut down.
eventually then they'll put the charge on you. They'll increase like what you're saying that they should charge more for delivery. They'll start doing that.
Yeah, guys, it's fine. Zepto is worth $1 billion. I don't think it's going anywhere. Blinkit is part of Zomato. It's okay.
I think
They'll
we
all
should help
survive.
billionaires. Yeah, come on.
You know how Jio, when 4G was first around, it was like almost free
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everyone had it. And then right at the big Ambani wedding, they hiked the cost like 200%.
But that is not real, right? Like charging more or less for like 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps. Does it cost the company more?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Does it?
What do you mean? Of course. I
it
mean, like,
does.
for them
It
to
does.
have servers, it
The
costs a lot of
computer
money.
power-
Okay,
computing
dude, I
power.
don't know. None of it is researched. It's just base level thought.
Yeah.
Because that's what they say. Like when Intel makes like those GPUs or these processors, for them an i7 and an i5,
Yeah.
there's no cost. It's like they just they make an i7, whichever is a defect becomes an i5, and whichever an i5 is a defect, i3. So there, it's like, for example, SPF. There is no cost differences in making an SPF between 50 or 35, but they
Okay.
still charge you more. I feel that's how internet also works. I don't know.
I was.
That's cool.
Ariana, you
That's
got
cool.
like
I didn't even know that was a thing, that they charge more for SPF. Like SPF 50 is more expensive than SPF 30.
never
Yeah.
made
Isn't SPF 30 a broader spectrum? So
No.
it would. Oh,
It's higher protection.
higher
No,
protection.
50 is higher protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
30 is lesser.
lesser.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't cost them more to
But
make
it's also
50.
not higher protection, it's just the amount of time the SPF is working.
So more protection.
Yeah,
Longer protection.
Yeah.
So you use lesser per capita per few hours or whatever.
Sure.
If I put double the 35, do I get
No.
double the no?
70,
Yeah,
75,
But if you put it
140.
over time, yeah.
You know, there's those guys on Instagram who teach you how to hack your food and also you get more. I've hacked your sunscreen. Just put more in it.
Yeah.
Okay, the second one is, I feel like it's for those people I feel who leave India and go away. And this is not like a patriotic stance, but I feel making it in your country will always be way better than making it abroad somewhere,
Nice.
is what I feel.
And why?
I feel because you can always leave your country and make a lot more money, but I feel like you'll never be them, is what I feel. Right? Here, it's like you'll never, like for example, like if you ever move to Belgium and you make $1 million, you'll never be like one of them. You'll be like someone who came over there, and you'll always be considered an outsider.
Sure.
But I feel here, if you make $1 million, you made it around your school, around the people you grew up, around your
Nice.
parents, around your friends. Like for example, last year I went to Europe. I got like this was the first time I was doing international shows, and if you have a good day over there, there's like I can't like buy drinks for my other comedian friends with who I was from day one or something like that. Now you're trading some random white people free beer. Why? Why you? So that's what I feel.
What if you make it big and then you bring it back home?
Yeah.
You know? One of those situations.
Or bring your boys out there, you know?
Like Neymar.
Yeah, like Neymar.
Every week you fly a jet to Brazil. Yeah, sure, that's okay. But I would still want to. Would you want to make $10 million in
Yes.
France?
I would want to make $10 million.
Obviously, here, like, it goes a longer way.
No, in general, like pay parity and everything.
So, okay, cool. So,
you're
like,
saying-
20 million in France or 5 million here,
Yeah.
let's say. What are you all picking?
20 million in
Here.
France.
No, I would say the
5
money
million here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What?
What do you
Yeah,
think?
I don't know
If the
anyone in
purchase
France.
power parity is the same of both the amounts, yeah, I completely agree with you because it's not only you who's come forward. It's like people recognize you. Oh, this guy was from this school and he's made it big. So the
Yeah.
school has got a name, and he was in this college, and this
Yeah.
is like
But-
I was
You're
in this.
still from all
You're
these
still
places.
from
If
all
you're in
these
France or
schools,
you're
bro.
Yeah.
No,
Why-
but here the success story is glorified a lot more than it is if you're sitting in Paris or
Yeah.
wherever.
But I make the money. Now I have 20 million, way more money.
But see,
And I
that
fly back on my private jet.
One second,
then-
wait, it's
Okay,
not
you
about
can't
way
fly
more.
back.
It's
You
not
have to
about
be
way
there
more.
permanent.
Oh, you have to-
now.
So I can
Yeah.
never come back to India.
Also, it's not about way more because 20 million there is equivalent to 5 million here in this example.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm flying back with the 20 million, then it's way more, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
but
my
you can't
point.
make. Okay, you can't fly back.
But you know what the question is?
Sure, I
Don't
can't
find
fly-
loopholes to it.
Yeah, I think it's like, would you rather be like Sundar Pichai, who like grew up in like Hyderabad or wherever he went, and now he's the Google CEO? Or would you rather
Nikhil
be like
Kamath.
Nikhil Kamath?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Would you rather be
But
Nikhil
Nikhil Kamath is just
But
richer
Nikhil
than
Kamath
Sundar
is a billionaire. Would you rather be that boat CEO, Aman Gupta?
I would rather be Sundar Pichai.
See,
Oh,
because
really?
I would
because
rather be
board
an
CEO
Indian
is just
CEO,
not
not Aman
cool.
Gupta. But
Yeah, he's just not a cool person.
Are he's on Shark Tank.
Oh, must be damn cool.
no, I think he acts a bit more cool than he is. Like he.
I love you, Aman
He's cool, bro. He made audio like a cool thing in India.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally have like
Accessible.
3 Boat earphones in my house for
Exactly.
every device because like 900 rupees, you lose it, you
Yeah.
don't even look for
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
and you find it. Oh, it's here actually. Nice. It's great. Before you go for a trip, just buy 2 Boat earphones.
Literally.
Yeah, you can blink it and all now.
Yeah. That's the only way you buy it.
Bro, are they paying us or what?
Yeah, they're
We
not.
said you can blink
No,
it.
I
You
was-
should
I was
pay
gonna-
them more.
I was gonna say no, maybe not pay them more, but you know this app Rapido.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their model is the drivers decide the price at which they want to take the fare. So the drivers pay a subscription fee to the service, and then they decide. So you can be like, okay, cool. I want to offer this driver $350 for a ride that normally costs $400. If he wants to take it, he can take it. I think the delivery apps, like the delivery drivers, should also do this.
Horrible.
Because
Yeah.
at 2 a.m., bro, for them to not charge any, like they charge like a 90 rupee late night fee or whatever,
Sure.
it's ridiculous. In the monsoon, for this guy to go from
So
low.
you give an additional tip now then.
No, but
No,
the
but-
tipping
Yeah, you can
culture,
tip
it's
Tip is,
separately.
yeah, I'm not saying if I tip, it's all good. But if there's so many other people ordering, most people don't tip, bro. They just pay the late night delivery fee.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're good. Like the other day, I ordered like pineapple, 1 lemon squeezer, and toothpaste for 284 rupees
Amazing.
at 3 a.m. That's
Yeah.
just mean.
Yeah, you feel be disgusted by yourself that you're doing this,
Yeah.
right?
But I mean them deciding how much to charge I think is not the best model, because then if it's like they do charge surge pricing, but imagine if like there are a bunch of people trying to order and now that like you have to pay like 400 rupees for
Yeah.
delivery, you're gonna be like, no, absolutely not.
But
Like,
why
the model
not?
breaks.
Become exploitative.
Because then at that point, like there is a level, there's always going to be a barrier to which you are willing to pay for it to be delivered.
Yeah,
You're
but you
already
can
paying
put out
more.
that price. No, you can put out the price and they can decide, okay, cool, for
But if they
200
all say
bucks,
no, then it's like,
then
what
you
is
don't
that?
get your order. Then
What
pay
is
more.
that? The Uber competitor, InDrive.
yeah.
Yeah.
They started with the same thing where you bid for the price, the cost or whatever. And after like 6 months of this model, it just literally it fell apart because everyone stopped using the app. Because eventually what was happening is that Uber or Lyft, or not Lyft, sorry, Uber or Ola were charging around the same rate, and InDrive was always more expensive, plus toll was separate. So everyone was like, fuck InDrive, and now you don't get any drivers on InDrive.
I just think we've created a bit of a bad habit. Like today also you're ordering these coffees. Everyone put their coffee orders up, and then I asked you, but before you replied, he had already ordered. So we ordered 5 coffees and then 1 more coffee from the same place
Yeah.
another driver went to get.
That's a flex.
Yeah,
Come on now, compete.
you feel bad. You feel environmentally like not
Environmentally,
nice.
it's like,
you feel,
yeah.
But they all have EV bikes.
Feel me now. You're yet contributing to some form of. The poor guy is coming up 4 flights of stairs.
Then don't order coffee, bro. What do you...
So, blame him. He gives the late order.
This
Blame
woe is
Joel.
me complex.
Yeah.
You're sipping the coffee nicely, Spanish latte, and then sitting there, oh, poor guy, and all.
Spanish
I
ice
don't get
latte.
it, bro. What did
By the way, is it just me or have you all been feeling that Uber has gotten ridiculously expensive?
It has gotten ridiculous. But they have
I think surge is just permanent now.
Yeah, but
monsoon.
Yeah.
but guys, I think this is not an ad for Uber. They have this thing called Uber One or Uber Black or something, and you pay like 700 rupees for the year, and then you get discounts.
This is literally an
throughout.
act for
50% off. or something.
Yeah. You have it?
No way, bro.
I have
I
it.
feel like it's a scam.
Oh, I have it. But
The biggest scam, so y'all don't think this is sponsored by delivery guys, is I got Swiggy Black, bro.
Swiggy
Oh, I
Black,
love
bro. I
Swiggy
love
Black.
Swiggy Black.
Terrible scam, bro.
Why?
They promise you terrible scam.
It's insane.
I
Like
love
how we
it.
all start by saying this brand is a scam, and then we start praising it.
Bro, you pay for it and then they tell you, oh, it will come guaranteed by this time. And then you read the
Yeah.
fine print and it's like within 10 minutes of this time.
Yeah.
So it's never on time. Then they say you will get express delivery first. Then the reason I got it is because I got pissed off when they would pick up my order and then go deliver someone else's order first. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
I
even
got
think of
I
that.
got Swiggy whatever
Black.
Uber One, Swiggy Black, whatever, and they fucking still went and delivered someone's order first, bro. What is the point of paying? Biggest scam. I wouldn't do it.
Can I say one thing in their favor? This is not an ad.
I love it.
Not an ad. Send this to them. Make it an ad.
This order that came,
Yeah.
they gave me a 75 rupees discount
Yeah.
Because it came after.
It came late.
No, because my last order was late.
Exactly.
So as
Yeah.
a compensation, they gave me 75 bucks
Yeah,
on this.
yeah.
I'm
So
like,
you're,
I
happy,
forgot
you're
that.
happy
Is
about
that
getting the money
required?
back, but you don't think that gets out from the delivery guy's check or what?
That's a
No,
different thing.
no.
But that's the thing. Is that required? If your order comes 8 minutes late, like if you drop someone's order before you, is it that
Yeah,
dishonorable?
If it's a hot cappuccino like yours, then for sure, bro. Then the hotness has gone in the 8 minutes.
That's okay.
You don't get.
My food last night came like 8 minutes late. I didn't even think about like, chal, theek hai, chalega. I didn't need
Yeah.
the 75 rupees off. Not that I'm not taking it to give it to me, but
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't need it.
Like now you're Swiggy Bolt. Now again the scenes are gonna happen. They deliver it
do
in
all the
like 10
subscriptions.
minutes.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
10 minutes, like biryani will come inside your house.
Yeah.
It's like
Should we do an experiment? Should we order the same thing from Blinkit, Swiggy, Zepto, and see what comes
I'm
first?
very sure
Oh.
48 people have done it today. You can just watch a video.
It's unfair because it depends on how close the
I did,
dark
but
stores
that's
are.
the thing.
Also,
no?
the environmental
But then
damage.
it's from here, right?
Sure.
Why do you care so much about environment? Like
Why? Means
Hey, why do you
we're
not
living
care about the
here.
environment?
no, but like you care about like every 3 minutes. That's insane. It's the frequency at which you care.
Okay, your last controversial opinion.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Yeah.
I'll just withdrew one controversial opinion.
Oh,
Why?
this is it?
No.
No, just 2 years.
Are you sure?
I thought you were like, yeah, I'm sure.
You
Try
have
it.
Okay,
one
I'll just
more,
give it
bro.
to you.
Yeah.
You said like one from the scene also.
Yeah, please.
So the scene from is like, I feel all comedians, and by all I would say almost all comedians hate their managers.
Hate
Oh,
the
yeah.
manager.
Or they feel they should get a better one.
Oh.
And my current manager only managed comedy for 10 years. And now
Abhishek
he's
Oswal.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Just dox.
That's
This
it.
is not a brand promo. No, I just know him. I didn't say anything. I said almost.
Did he ever manage you?
Almost.
No. But we were at OML at the same time.
Oh, you were working at OML?
No, I was managed by him.
You were managed by him,
No, I was managed by them at OML.
by
long.
them. But why do you think most comedians hate
I
their
don't think I
managers?
know. Like
You
people
hate
have
your
told me.
manager?
It's
Do you hate your manager?
I don't have a manager.
Oh.
Knew it. I knew he said it because he didn't have a manager.
He wants a manager.
No, I don't want a manager.
This is the reel that you want to go viral.
The
But
thing
why do you
is,
hate them?
I don't hate them.
Sorry.
I don't have a manager.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
can it's like I hate.
But you
my
had
girlfriend.
one at one point.
I had one.
And you had a bad experience.
I didn't have I think I had a good experience and a bad experience. And truth be told, I got dropped.
Okay.
So it's not like, but in hindsight, I was like, oh, I should have dropped them sooner. So it's just like, who broke up first? Right?
Sure.
So all of that. But after that, I realized like I had a transition year and I realized like a lot of things. And I also feel like I'm talking about specifically my level. At the level I am right now, like obviously your numbers and everything, the clout and everything you have, I feel you don't need until you have like a serious number. And I feel that number is somewhere around 300, 400, 500K. Until then, I feel you can manage everything on your own. And I realized that I was just better at doing everything.
Sure.
So I think obviously in order to get to 300, 400, like 1,000 followers, you need some help, right? Like you need someone to book the auditions or book like, your nights and stuff. How would you go about that if you didn't have a manager?
I think this is like a musician case. Okay, yeah, that I don't know.
But like how do you get work? How do you get work as a comic otherwise?
Okay, as a I feel like your first few things just have to be just on your own.
Yeah.
Okay? Like I don't think anybody can give you your first viral video. I don't think anybody can give you your first viral song. Like nobody can give you your first breakout anything, right? After that, once it becomes big, probably you need people to manage. And I feel like at my level, or I feel on a general I've always been a working comedian. I've never ever had a job. So like I'm speaking from also like my experience, where I feel like you can always get shows. I feel like if you're, let's say you want to work with a brand, a brand will always appreciate you reaching out to them directly via some contact rather than some agency going in, because a lot of time an agency, the middleman, will just make it difficult. This is what I think. Again, it's an opinion thing.
Have you had a manager before? That
I've
you
had a
bad
manager.
experience with?
Again, it's not like a good or a bad experience thing, but I just feel like, would I prefer having a manager at times? And there are serious pros. Like for example, like if you're working on some deal and the deal starts to, like the brand starts to act shady, then you need a manager.
You need a manager.
Then definitely you need someone. And that time if you introduce a new person as your manager.
Also because stand-up in itself is such a solitary job. Like and also like when you go for like a show, all you need is yourself. You don't need any band with you. You don't need lights. Kind of. But I think the management helps when you have like music videos to shoot, or we're doing like this live podcast where there's just so many people involved, then you kind of need it. But I kind of agree with you. I don't think comedians...
I'll rephrase it. I don't think comedians need one.
Okay, they don't need it.
Yeah, I feel like even like a lot of like I would say A-lister comedians, they don't have managers, like 1-2 of them. And I spoke to them,
Which ones?
I can say, just cut their names out.
Sure.
Okay. He doesn't have a manager, and that's what we both are speaking. Because if you, let's say, like you sign to an agency, the person who manages you at your inquiries and all, he's usually out of college on their first job or the second job, right? So now you've done something for 10 years. You have the most experience dealing with a brand. You know where you can cut costs. You know where you can add costs. Now there's one 22-year-old who's graduated from Jai Hind. Okay, and now that person is like, no, he'll only do it at this cost. And now the brand is like, whoa, this is not how it's done. So that's what I feel.
Do you have any like advice for young up and coming comedians who maybe think they need a manager but don't actually need one? What would you say is like the proper route for them?
I would say like I feel whenever you're talking to a brand, I think that's still a person, right? So people think, it's a brand, so let me loot them. Like this is not going to be a final brand project, right? So you still make. So I feel it depends. Like for example, this is the thumb rule I take. Like in general, I have like a base code below which I'll just not go, and below that it's like there's no point doing a brand project, because a brand project has to make you richer by some percentage. If you're doing a brand project and you're not making money, then why are you doing a brand project? So
maybe because they like equip you to do something you've always wanted to do.
Exactly. So either you do it for money or you do it for creativity, right? So for example, if it's like a very FMCG brand, or a Hindustan Unilever brand, then there's no like let's say if you're doing something with Garnier Fructis, no one's dream is to work with Garnier.
Bro, Garnier ads back in the day used to be like fucking insane, man. I don't know if you guys, the shampoo ads and the fucking face wash.
It's a brand promo episode, I'm telling you.
I just say, Garnier
speaking
wants
of
to work
which,
with us.
Yeah, we
are happy to work with
I fuck with Garnier.
Same. Just saying. Just
it's not your dream, but
it's not my dream.
What y'all need to know is that Jay had a lot of his sexual awakening from advertisements. So the reason that is because he liked the long-haired woman turning her head and smiling at camera.
Obviously not. Like I would say like just the product and stuff.
But they had those ads, right, where they spiked the hair so much the bridge would break.
That as well, bro. They had like some sick
gel ads. Well, speaking of working with brands, you recently did something with Simba that I saw that I thought was really interesting. The only episode I have seen so far is the one with you and Char Diwari, where y'all swapped lives. So he went to the studio to make like a song, and Char Diwari did a live set of comedy with him.
That's hard as fuck.
Trained by him.
Yeah. So again, like this is what with Simba it was very good, because they were actually very open to discuss concepts and do basically whatever. And also, if you see the whole episode, they were not very hard on branding and stuff.
Not at all, yeah.
You barely saw, like, maybe at the performance we had to wear a t-shirt which also had their slogan written on it. So it's not like they were like, say Simba as frequent as he says about environment. Right? So but that episode was very good. It was just very tricky for me, because the song I had to do was I had to write a verse on Farabi.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is very fast. It's like a 180 beats per minute song. It's very quick. I told him, don't you have like a slower song? And he's like, but I'm trying to promote this.
Hey, fair enough, dude.
So I was like, okay, man. And that song is so fast. Like rapping is very difficult. You guys would know how difficult rapping is.
It's pretty tough.
As a professional rapper, I can say it's like quite hard.
We all have been to
What other episodes are yet to come? I mean, you told me there's 5, right?
So there's 5. The third one was my favorite one.
Which was?
Where it was like where I participated in a bodybuilding competition.
Oh, right. I saw
so
a bit
those
of this.
promos.
So
Wait,
I was-
did you train for that or you just
No,
like,
just show up. There are no rules to participate for a bodybuilding competition.
Just have
so
a
you
body.
You
You
just
just
show
showed
up.
up.
Yeah, you can just go there. There's nothing, right? And because everyone in a bodybuilding competition is doing drugs, so there is no. I was
did
participating
you get
clean.
oiled? Did you get oiled up?
Yeah, I
And
got
fucking-
tanned up and all.
Alright.
So I had there was one more guest. Even his name was Joel. So we
Okay.
both went, and he was ripped. So I thought this was like a joke on me, but like everyone is jacked.
Was this Joel from Delhi?
No.
No, no.
He's from Borivali.
Yeah, we don't know
Sorry.
this. We don't know this guy.
So yeah, so we just went and they made us participate in the beach body category.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, and
so physique.
Physique,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know all these categories.
I know. I mean, vaguely, yes. Not the not the competition you're talking about, but we can kind of gauge what they made you do. Like they made you wear beach shorts.
Yeah,
like,
Bermuda category.
Got it,
right?
got it, got it.
So went over there, and again, it's like when we were filling the forms, here how I was a manager of the person who was competing.
Oh.
So when they were like,
Oh,
okay,
rude.
sign, ask the athlete to sign, and I started signing,
And they were like,
and they were
"Dude, what
like,
the
no,
fuck?"
the athlete has to sign, and I was like, I'm the athlete. And they were like, no. And it was like, you could hear people gossiping about us, like, who's this person? What is he up to?
Were
And
they
like,
kind of annoyed that you were there?
they were more than annoyed because everyone behind was competing,
Yeah.
had given up sugar for like 6 months.
Yeah.
They were off salt for 1 week and all. So everyone's irritated because they have been on hardcore
Yeah,
diet.
yeah.
And in spite of that, they had to work out so their muscles were pumped and all. And bro, it's like I was drinking pulpy orange backstage. So they were like, what the hell? So I was just there, and even the guy who was like tanning us, right? It's like a very small. That room was like maybe 1/4 of this, and it was an international competition. So
Oh.
there were people from Uzbekistan,
Oh, wow.
Nigeria, China, and like it was just like an international event. Right?
Damn, and you just like walked right in. That's
Yeah.
What was the reaction when you walked up on stage? Were people laughing?
Yeah, so we went, and it was like at Rang Sharda in Bandra. So it's a 700 seater.
Okay.
Okay,
Damn.
so we go over there, and the judges panel was international. There's one white guy, there's one guy from Kenya, there's one woman from Scotland, and I was
That's
like,
probably
having-
set Indian bodybuilding back a few years from now.
Yeah, I thought I had. No, so yeah, so that's the thing. Like we go up on stage, and there's like 18 people over there, and I was like, this is like at some point I thought like someone would stop us, like, hey, listen, it's but also the entry fees for that, which is like 17,000.
What?
Oh, what?
So I think that's the only barrier.
That's a big barrier.
Good on them, I guess, bro. Why not?
Yeah, so Simba paid that.
Shout out, Simba.
Okay.
Okay.
Simba beer.
There was another episode where you ate.
Wait, I'll finish this though.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So I go up on stage, okay, and there's 18 people over there. I was like, you know what, this is just chill, you know. But again, and there was one guy also before one day earlier who taught us some poses. But obviously you can't learn posing. Posing itself has like a lot of like a method to it, and
Yeah,
it takes
yeah.
like 3 months, 6 months to learn how to do it, then do it with confidence and all of it. And it's all live, right? So it's not like multiple takes. So you go up on there's like around 18, 20 people, and we all have the bibs. 126, I think, was my number. And then they start calling, and then I realized on stage that there are height categories in it.
Right.
So, right, so there was one short category which had like most of the people, and there was medium category where there were some people, and the tall category there were only 3 people. So
You
because
and 2
my
more.
height was more than 175 centimeter, there were only 3 people in it. So I got bronze medal.
Oh wow! Stop! That's so lucky.
So you're looking
No
at
way, dog. That's insane.
So I have an international medal in bodybuilding.
Woohoo!
That's crazy.
I think-
he just
For
he just-
17,000 only.
Truly, this just proves that a beach body is just the body you have on the beach.
No,
You know what I mean?
no, but yeah,
Yo,
you guys are starstruck. It's okay.
That's amazing.
I actually am, bro. I don't know if you were joking about the 175 centimeters being the.
No, that is true.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Bro,
Well,
fuck, I'm showing up
I
to the
mean,
next
I don't
one,
know.
bro.
Yeah, I'm like way taller than that. Yeah.
I think if Sid shows up, they'll have like a category only for him.
190
He's like win
centimeters and
gold,
plus.
bro. Like,
So yeah, so there's something around like 145 centimeter, which is up to 145 centimeters, the short category. Then 145 to 175 is the medium category,
Got
and
it.
above 175 is tall.
175 is like 5'8", right? Like,
no, it's like close to 5'10", 5'11".
That is actually like
180 is
it would be
6
like
feet.
5'6", 5'10", and
175
then
cm
over
in
that.
feet is 5'8", bro.
Oh,
That's kind of wild, bro.
Must be 185, no?
No, it's,
I mean, it's bodybuilding and it's India, so
Yeah, fair.
Get it shorter.
yeah.
damn.
I guess.
But it's international.
but I feel like most people in the bodybuilding are like I think a lot of them are short.
Yeah.
I feel you can
Yeah.
tell why.
Yeah.
Why?
I feel they're just trying to compensate on that whole. If you're secure with your body, I feel if you're secure in your body, why would you put drugs inside your body, which immediately shorten your lifespan, right?
I guess like it's the same as being a comedian, right? Like if you're secure with your personality, then you don't have to stand on stage and get people to laugh at you the whole time. It's the same.
Never meet your heroes.
Everyone in their
agree.
whole world acts
Yeah.
out of insecurity only.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
definitely like
they say like your adult personality is an
Yeah.
overcompensation on a child personality.
were you
Yeah.
a funny kid in school?
Not at all. I was very shy, awkward. I still feel
So maybe
I am.
that's why
Yeah.
you're so
Most
funny
man,
now.
you're taking it personally now.
Most comedians though tell us that they were not like the class clown. Like
Yeah,
they
we've
were,
discussed this a lot. It's like because you got to be smart enough to write a joke, see it through, and then
I feel
perform
now
it,
you're
you
saying
know?
everything with a passive aggressive tone.
No. We've spoken about this multiple times. Where a lot of the comedians were like a little quieter, but much smarter. You know, so you can like write a perfect joke and then experiment.
Yeah, because I feel stand-up is like a lot of it's way more cerebral than performative brain, right? It's like it's very verbose as such. At least for me. So I feel like when you grow up very awkward, very shy, then it's very hard for you to say anything. But then suddenly you go up on stage, and it's very liberating because it's actually the least pressure to talk, I would think, because people expect you to talk.
Yeah.
And you've prepared to talk.
And you prepared to talk, and you know that it's actually I feel like stage sometimes for me, I feel like it's the safest place to talk anything, because even if you say something they don't like, they're like, okay, dude, this is.
Yeah.
It's a character he's
Yeah.
playing.
So
or
how did you
whatever.
get up into stand up? Like
So I
if you
was-
weren't like naturally the funniest.
I feel everything he's saying.
No, he's not.
Actually, like
cool.
yeah, how did you
He's
get into it?
actually
Like,
Oh, I don't think, like, I never thought of myself as the funniest, funny or anything as thing. Like, I was interning, and I think shout out to my first boss, Saurabh Kanwar. I used to basically work in this agency called Flare Path, where I used to work in the brand solutions team. Okay, and I was 18. I used to just hang in meetings. That's what I used to do. There was like around 7 people in that team, and all of them left.
Oh.
So it was just me and the boss. We used to just chill, make pitches. And so whichever client used to come, we used to just like discuss. And then once a comedian came once in, and he was so unfunny. He was so unfunny. I was like, man, if this guy can do stand-up, I was like, I can crush it.
You have to tell us who this is. We'll believe it.
Oh, it was
oh, this was like a legit comedian.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Yeah.
So I was like, if this guy is good, like I was like, I can do it. And I think that time he was minting it because. So I just went and did it, and I had a horrible stand-up.
But that's also liberating, right? Because then it's like then you can do anything after that. Like legit, like if you, like I mean, a lot of people say
Once you hit rock bottom, it's only up from there.
Hey, you changed the tone of the room. I take back my bodybuilding comments, okay? Bodybuilding is for bros.
I'm being serious. Like a lot of stand-up comedians are like, the first time I bombed, and then I just couldn't get enough of it. After that, I was hooked.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not that philosophical, I think. So I feel for when I bombed first time, I was like, yeah, I'll just give it a few more tries.
Yeah.
If it works out, chill.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, first time it was pressurizing because I'd written a lot of things. So you're remembering also, you're performing also, you're saying also. I was anxious. But the second time I actually did remember, like it was just like it was at Hive, at the same venue. You had to like pick up just shit and just start ranting.
Oh.
Now that's liberating.
That's tough.
That for me was like, okay, so now everyone's starting from the same spot, right?
yeah.
So that is way better because it's like, okay, if you bomb, okay, you didn't try. And if you're funny, oh, I'm just naturally funny.
Sure.
But everyone starts from the same spot if you're preparing material and coming also, no?
Yeah, but on that lineup, somebody's like has been doing stand-up for 5 years, 4 years.
Just experience.
They give you a joke or a situation?
Just a situation. So for me, I was 18 and I still remember I picked up a shit and it was like Netflix and chill. And I didn't know there was like a sexual connotation to it. And I just went, with sincerity. Why would you Netflix and chill? It's like hoo ha ha. Like it's so boring. Just go out and chill. Like why would you? And I went out for like 3 minutes. I was like, go to a zoo. It's better. And everyone is like, what are you talking? So yeah, it was. So I think for me, like that time was the first time I got laughs. They were all ironical. So, but then the next week, I went and wrote everything I said on a paper. And I said it back, and it bombed hard. And I was like, okay, that's why.
Wait, you mean you wrote material?
No. So
No,
whatever I
you wrote
did
the Netflix.
improvised in those Netflix.
Oh, you
and chill
tried to
jokes,
make it.
I tried to say it again, and it was horrible.
But that's a good way to reverse and engineer like a joke, right? Because a lot of comedians do trial stand-ups until they have to do like their main one that's like going to be their special or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
So it's a good way to get out like everything.
So usually I feel if you have like a premise, right? And obviously when you're on stage and if you like, you get in like a flow state where like there are nights when you say anything that's funny, right? And there are nights when things have been working for you for 10 years wouldn't be funny. So yeah, obviously when you're in a flow state and you've been trying to, let's say, hack a premise, and then we stay on stage and the joke just comes out because of the pressure. So yeah, it works like that as well.
It's interesting because now we're doing our live shows, and I think for us, like we were saying, also there are 5 of us on stage, so it's not like one of us has to carry the burden. But also, what I found is interesting is that we are at this heavy advantage because people are so comfortable with us on their screens.
Yeah.
That most of the people who come, even if they bring friends, are there in like kindness. So they're not trying to heckle us, and they're expecting like whatever we say to laugh, and they're sort of in on our jokes. So it's very easy from the top for us to make a joke about Sid being old, no offense, or Jay being short, or me being whatever, that they already know the reference to, so that naturally eases the laugh. And so then by the time we're on the 3rd or 4th segment, we're in that state of like we can play off each other, you know. And I think that's one thing I really appreciate, is that no one is coming to our shows to really heckle, versus like a comedian, especially a young new comedian, has to earn the audience or win the audience over. And we've never been in that.
Do people come to comedy shows just to heckle though?
So if
Sure,
somebody is
No.
somebody's
They will
bought
come-
a ticket for you, okay, like somebody's paid, let's say 500 for you, it's not just the 500, right? Because they've also convinced a friend to come with.
Yeah.
That's another 500 rupees gone. Then if they're doing something on a Saturday, let's say 8:30 p.m., that's a prime slot.
Yeah.
So they are giving something up to do that, right? And usually when somebody leaves their house, they're coming in a cab, so there's more money and this. So they really want you to do well.
Yeah.
So nobody's gonna spend so much money, time, effort,
And
and
then
come and
heckle,
like,
yeah.
hey, you suck, stop doing it. It doesn't really happen in your
Sure.
solo shows.
No, for sure.
Plus, also like to add to what he said, it's also like the people who come to watch you like you, right? So
Yeah.
they're not gonna be so harsh on you, like, oh, you think, oh, I missed one joke, or I said something cringe, or I said something which didn't land, so they're gonna hate me. No, like even if you observe yourself watching stand-up or watching anything funny, you're probably laughing once in 3 minutes,
Yeah.
but you're still enjoying it.
Yeah.
So
I guess when you're on stage, it's a different perspective.
But I feel like with experience, I've realized that if you do miss a few jokes or you miss a few things, it's fine. Like nobody cares, right?
Yeah.
So you're also empathizing. I won't say empathizing. You're also seeing it from the audience perspective, and you're taking that perspective and using it on your perspective, and then you become relaxed more on stage. And I feel as relaxed you're on stage is as relaxed is your audience, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can tell like, especially maybe when we're just tense and getting out of the thing, the audience can feel that tension, you know, especially when we start.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is interesting. I think also like, I guess I meant it more in the sense of like an open mic or like an unknown comic or someone who's like opening for a bigger comic.
But that leans into the scalability of comedy that like our show would not have, because like you said, people kind of come for us and our interactions with each other and know the inside jokes, but that kind of stops, you know, at some point where like you've tapped out your audience. With comedians, when even because the roadmap of their career is so open mic driven, they are usually performing to audiences that don't know them initially.
I agree.
And they have to win them over.
I disagree that it's not scalable, because what I've found is that for us at least, like you're saying, you usually convince a friend or you bring someone. I had a bunch of people come to me after both shows being like, I had never heard of you guys. I didn't know what y'all did. But because Games Night is such a easily sellable concept,
Okay.
it's just like, oh, I had a lot of fun and now I'll watch you on YouTube. Right? And like our jokes, while our inside jokes are not like super specific references to the point of like, oh, you need to watch. It's not a Marvel movie, bro. You don't have to watch like 10 years worth of
TV shows
content
and
just to get
fucking-
this one bit, right? It's
Yeah.
like, you know, like the guy who came on stage with the mustache, I don't think I'd ever seen us.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And he was like, you know, on stage having a great time, got us to sign his pack of coasters and stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, obviously we're not doing what comics do at all. I think we have kind of an easier go of things for sure because we're doing it with 5 people. It is just like a interesting, I think we're trying something different in terms
No, but
of
again,
that.
I also feel like, again, you're putting too much pressure on yourself and the audience to behave, because I feel I mean, I'm not criticizing you,
No, not at all.
but I feel this is what I used to feel initially also. Like, I feel like everyone needs to behave in a certain way for the show to be good.
Sure.
Where I feel a show can be good for many reasons, right? And I feel like for example, like if I see your, even if I have to watch you live, if I have to watch you online, the first episode I see will still have inside jokes, right?
Yeah.
And I'll still like it. So very few people get discount on their first episode.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They are getting discount on the 35th, 400,
Sure.
500. So they're still catching some running jokes. So the same effect can happen
Yeah.
live, right?
Do you think that makes you want to watch even more? So that like, I want to understand these inside jokes, so now I'll watch them even more.
I feel it depends. Like, I don't know if it's that binary or if it's that cerebral where you see like, oh, do I want to watch them more or less because of an inside joke I didn't get. It's just like you're putting on something like if you're having lunch, right? And you have that 15-20 minute space where you're watching something, and if you're enjoying it, you're enjoying it. I don't think it's that calculative, like, oh, I'm gonna watch the rest of the episode because of this joke, right?
Yeah.
So you're just like, oh, am I liking watching this? Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but it has happened to all of you, right? Where you like watch a YouTuber and they make a reference to
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
you don't really get
100%.
it. And then you like them so much that you
Yeah.
randomly watch old episodes and slowly
Then
over
you
the
get
course
it.
of it all, you've understood the whole...
That's how you know
So
you like a
true.
YouTuber, if you
Yeah.
watch the old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you come up with jokes? Are you like a life experience kind of guy and then you turn it into jokes, or you just come up with them and
So
write it down?
I feel like in this thing, I'm gonna make it sound very technical. It's not technical at all. I call it, it's a football term where they say it's like controlled freedom. Okay, where it's like the coach would tell the player like, this is where you have to be, and from what you do over here, it's up to you. Okay. So this is what I feel like. I would always go up on stage with this much written material. So that gives me a framework to go up in someone, right? Because I feel if you just try and be like, oh, I'm gonna try 20 minutes of raw jokes, which I haven't heard them before. So I feel it's too much
Too much pressure on that.
It's not. I just feel like at some point it's just lack of preparedness. Right?
Yeah. So how do you come up with the jokes to write?
It depends. I feel like a lot of things. I feel eventually what you say is just it's an emotional response, right? Like for example, like a couple of weeks ago, I was in Kuwait, and it was the first time I was in like an Arabic country, and Kuwait is like such a small country, but those people are so arrogant. Like those Kuwaitis, they are extremely mean. Like for example. And the whole, like the government, like for example, they are a very oil rich country. They, I think it's the most expensive or most valued currency also. Like
Really?
one dinar is like
Sure.
283 rupees.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh wow, I didn't know that Kuwait was
Yeah.
popping like that. Man.
Yeah, so the whole
Shout out Kuwait.
philosophy of the government is whatever oil money they get, they redistribute it to the Kuwaitis.
Okay. Damn.
Okay, so like if they sell, so they find just for example, if you're a Kuwaiti and you have a job in government which pays you 1,000 dinars,
Yeah.
which is like 3 lakhs, the government will give you another 1,000 dinars to match it.
Wow.
So you get 6 lakhs doing nothing, and your grocery is discounted. You get free housing stays over there.
Whoa.
So like if you're driving, okay, so this happened to my brother-in-law's driver. He was driving, and he was just not his driver, he was also like a cab driver over there. And some Kuwaiti guy just came and just rammed him, and he was 6 months in the hospital. So this guy goes to the police for insurance and all. Guess what the Kuwaiti does? He sues the driver and files a case on him, and then he tries to
For
get
what?
more because he can. So he gets out of the situation.
Damn.
So
This was where, in Kuwait? Or
yeah,
or
and that's very common. So it's like if a Kuwaiti just comes and hits you, or like rams into the car, and if you're not a Kuwaiti, just leave. So all of that, and when you go there, right? That's what I said. Like if you're making it in Kuwait, like this is what initially you were saying, that you would rather want to make it in your country than anyone else, right?
100%.
So like if you're in Kuwait and you might be the richest Indian over there, and they will never consider you as them. So I feel like, so when you're over there, you're like, oh, that's insane. So that strikes.
Was that a tough or like did you perform?
Yeah, you
No,
performed
I just
there.
gone there for family reasons.
Oh, okay.
Why would you? There's no way you can perform there.
No,
Yeah.
like do people not?
I don't think so. Kuwait.
Does the Middle East or the Arab nations not have like a stand-up scene?
Of course they do.
Who
Yeah.
did a, who
Dubai
did a
has.
special?
Yeah, of course they do.
Someone did a special, right? And was it like Russell Peters or something? Did he do a special in?
Possible.
And he did a show.
Just
there.
went to
Abu Dhabi.
Abu
Yeah.
Dhabi. Yes,
So,
that's what I'm thinking of.
Chappelle has done that. Bill Burr is doing in Abu Dhabi and all
Yeah,
of those.
yeah. Chappelle also, I remember.
Because Dubai also wants to. Has become what Saudi
little
now
more
wants to
international.
become. Right?
Yeah.
So like Dubai now. So basically, the Louvre in France, they're franchising it. So
Yeah.
now the next Louvre is in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it's already there.
the
It's
museum,
been
yeah.
It's
there for a
already
while.
there.
Yeah. So there's a very nice story about
Wow.
that. So the most expensive painting, the Salvador Dali, I don't know how it's called, got sold for 450 million. Okay, this is where I really like the Middle Eastern. Okay, they're giving it back to white people. Okay, that's the best part about it. Like that painting got sold for 450 million. That whole auction is on YouTube. You can just see it. Okay, it's like just 3 random people just betting 280 million, and they don't even know if Da Vinci actually made that painting or not.
Wait, is it Dali or Da Vinci?
No, Salvador Dali is the Salvador
Name
Mundi
of the-
or something. It's
Oh,
Salvador Mundi, I think.
Understand.
One of those.
whoever the artist was.
Da Vinci made it. Apparently, he didn't make it. Whatever, that painting is sold for 450 million. It's the only painting I feel which Da Vinci has made which is not in France. Okay.
Okay.
And the bid was won by some Saudi prince.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he has a painting worth 450 million. Now you think that's a lot of money, but like around next year, that guy pays Tiger Woods 200 million to play golf in Saudi.
Wow.
So now these people don't care about money as
Yeah.
much, right? So but after they bought the painting, what the Europeans think about painting is this, which what happens in, I feel, in Netherlands. Anybody has a Van Gogh in their basement which they got sold, they just donate it to a museum or they loan it to the museum, right? Because they feel like art is for everyone to see. But since the Saudi king got it, he's not showing it to anyone. He's like, I got it, fuck off. I was like, I paid 450 million for it. So everyone's like, fair enough.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, maybe when the Louvre opens in Abu Dhabi, I'll display it over there. So like the whole world went queued up. And when the Louvre opened up in Abu Dhabi, he's like, fuck off, I'm not showing it again.
Damn.
So he's
that's
just-
cool, man. Maybe when the third one opens up, he'll be that one. Maybe.
So then, I think around some years ago, the Louvre was doing a 400th death anniversary of Da Vinci. And they wanted all the paintings with Da Vinci had made in the Louvre. So they had to again go to this king. He's like, hey, please, can you give us this painting? We can put it, it's like a special occasion, please have it. He's like, I'll only give it to you if you put it besides the Mona Lisa.
Oh.
And they're like, we're not going to do that. He's like, yeah, fuck off again then. So,
What is the big deal with the Mona Lisa? Like, why is it
I think it's
such a...
like her eyes and shit, right?
No, it's
They've-
because it got stolen.
Oh,
It was
is
the
it?
most high-profile painting in the world to get stolen, and that was a mystery because it was lost for it's like 12 years or something.
Really?
Don't they like
When?
not display the real one
Back
anyway?
in the 1900s.
They do.
They do. It's just behind protective glass.
Yeah.
And then it was like the Mona Lisa it was like the most high-profile theft. It wasn't the most expensive theft. It was just high-profile
You think
theft.
it was orchestrated by them?
It certainly was not, because it was like a big like egg in the face of the museum owners, and that's why museum security was like upped. And so that's why there was this mystery, and then obviously Da Vinci Code and all these other things
Yeah,
added to
and-
the intrigue, and they don't really know who Mona Lisa was, and Da Vinci of course being Vitruvian Man and the Last Supper and all these beautiful things. It's all very much
Also,
That's
Da
what
Vinci.
this movie, Mr. Bean, The Holiday, is about.
Yeah.
Right? Mr. Bean,
No,
the
she's right.
movie-
She's right.
Mr.
She's
Bean,
right.
the
She's
movie
right.
is about
It's such a good
stealing.
movie.
It's not the Mona Lisa. It's about
It's
misplacing
it's
it.
not
another
the Mona
painting.
It's
Lisa,
not the
but
Mona
it's
Lisa, but it's
close.
based on the Mona
Yeah,
It
Lisa.
certainly is not. Bro. Like there is
Is this a movie where he walks on the road with something that he's stolen?
That's
and he
two.
just-
That's two.
No,
that's
Mr.
Mr.
Bean
Bean
Holiday.
too.
No,
But
it's not
Holiday.
Mr. Bean's Holiday.
First is the-
just Mr. Bean
Mr.
when he
Bean.
steals Wexler's mother and then he tries to
Wexler's
restore it
mother.
and he removes the face. It has nothing to
He
do.
draws a cartoon nose on the face.
It has, and then he replaces it with a poster of Wexler's mother, and then it has nothing to do with the Mona Lisa.
Mr. Bean
That's
2
how I
is an
read it.
underrated
Literally.
movie.
It's not called Mr. Bean
What do
2,
you
but
think the Mr. Bean people who wrote it thought
Oh,
about the
it's
Mona
Yeah,
Lisa?
100%.
Yes.
100%. They
Yes.
have to.
Yes.
It was not. He didn't steal it. He was working as an art restorer in the movie, in the scope of the film, and he fucks up the painting and then
Aman,
takes it home.
don't be so linear.
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
just give one
like
slide. Don't let her have something.
freedom, dog. Like, it could be.
The only commonalities are there's a painting in both fucking movies.
That's a huge
that's
part of it.
That's like the entire plot
Oh, dude,
almost
Pink
of stealing a
Panther, man,
painting.
is literally like
do you think Pink Panther
the
was...
Brits taking
You think
Kohinoor.
Boom 2 was inspired by Mona Lisa?
I think it was definitely inspired by Pink Panther.
Constantine, at
I'll say
least.
that much. Yeah. Doom 2 is fucking epic, dude. When he's like one of the statues.
Doom 2 is fucking
that's
sick,
right.
bro. In the start, when he takes off the mask, the Queen mask,
yo,
shit, it's
crazy, bro.
Even the statue.
Could have been inspired. Could have been inspired.
Insane.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's like Mission Impossible before Mission
I feel
Impossible.
Doom 2 came way before its time and it was still awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
They
too
can
sick,
release
man.
it every 5 years.
Even Doom 1 was so good.
Yeah,
The
Doom 1
bikes.
was
Doom 1
sick,
was
bro.
banging.
Doom 1 was good, but Doom 2 was just iconic, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Dude, you know, I always thought Doom 1 was damn badass and all, bro. And then I rewatched it years later. You see Abhishek Bachchan's Dil Shukduming and all in the start, and he's running in like, what the hell is going on?
That's the best part.
As a kid, I was like, fuck, this Ali guy is too lit whole time. He's just heartbroken, trying to get married to everyone. He's like playing with the engine in the rain. You're like, what?
Niall looks like a creepy, sad, lonely guy.
But all these like heist movies, right? This whole genre of movie, like Ocean's 11 as well.
Yeah.
All inspired by
Mona Lisa, yeah.
one thing, you know? If it gets high profile enough, like you said, like people are bound to take inspiration from it, right?
I just learned a fascinating fact. So the Last Supper, obviously very iconic Da Vinci work. Back in the day, they were trying to make the door of the church that the Last Supper in bigger, and so they just he had painted Christ's legs. They just broke the part of the wall with Christ's legs, and there's a door. So if you look at the Last Supper, if you look below the table, no one ever looks below the table.
Oh shit!
There's
Okay,
just a door in the middle of the painting because,
wow.
like in the 1600s or whatever, they were like, "Oh, we just need more space for people to enter the church."
So it's
Like
like
the
a lot
actual
of these,
physical church broke. You broke the.
So that original painting, the painting that you see everywhere that is
Crazy.
parodied,
it's on a wall, right? It's on
it's
a
on
chapel,
a wall.
yeah.
And it has a door in the middle because they just wanted like another entryway. And now like art historians are like, oh,
So a lot of similar things happen. So there is this painting called The Night Watch by Rembrandt. It's in the Rijksmuseum. So if you see, it's massive. I think the painting might be like bigger than the wall of this room. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, that was I think painted in some 1650 or something like that. So that painting was way bigger. Okay. But when it was supposed to be put in some municipality hall or something like that, they realized they wanted to put it in the exact gap.
Yeah.
So they realized the painting was big, so they just cut the painting off.
Oh, like half?
No, not half. Like the bottom part, just
That's
to fit it
wild.
in, they just cut it off. So that one of the most renowned paintings is like now 80%.
Did they
of
at
it.
least keep the other half?
No, it's gone. It's gone. It's not
That's so
there.
wild that they probably thought it was like this random dude probably painted it, just cut it. It's fine. Nobody's gonna notice.
So talking about art, man, what is your favorite painting of all time?
I think so. Last year I went to Europe and I saw like a lot of paintings. I really like there's this painting called Potato Eaters by Van Gogh. It's in the Van Gogh Museum. It's pretty good. It's very good because that whole painting, right? You can see like I don't think there's any museum ever where only one person has all the paintings in the world. Right? So the thing you can see the ones where he has spent like maybe like 18 months on one painting,
Sure.
and then you can see that he's made bedroom which he must have made it like in one day. So that's very nice. So I feel, and those paintings I feel like kept on the same wall of the opposite end. So like you can see one painting from here where he's made such a deep one, and the other one you can just see like it's just pastel colors.
Yeah.
My favorite one is also a Van Gogh painting. It's Starry Night.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
beautiful.
a nice
It's
one.
great.
Have you seen it in person?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Because a lot of people say when they see it in
I
person, they don't like it.
I think I was too young to
Appreciate
fully
it.
like appreciate it, but I did. I liked it. It's a little smaller in person, but
Yeah.
like I did like it. But now looking back on it, I appreciate it so much more.
But that's the thing, right? It's like the song like Hotel California, Bohemian Rhapsody, where the PR of the song is so much bigger.
Yeah.
When you actually see it, it's like, oh, is this the one? You can't like reverse see it.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
Even Mona Lisa, right?
Even Mona
People
Lisa
say
is the
they're
same thing.
disappointed.
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
Starry Night, the song Starry Night is
Yeah.
also like
Don McLean.
yeah, exact same.
It's interesting because I think like Van Gogh is the best example of like his PR exploding post his death.
Yeah.
He was a poor like dude just sitting, just painting obsessively, cut his ear off, and then he died. didn't realize the world loved his work,
Yeah.
and then he died and is celebrated.
Wasn't there like a Doctor Who episode about this?
There
some
was.
shit?
There
That's a
was.
great
right?
scene.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
great scene.
Yeah.
Where he visits his own museum.
Yeah, he
And
goes
that
back in
guy's
time
like,
and
yeah.
yeah.
It's also like, I think a lot of it comes down to public domain, and I hate to say it, but it's like Van Gogh now is like aesthetic, right? You can
Yeah,
go
it is.
watch
Sure.
it projected on a wall and take cute photos, or you can buy the Starry Night on socks, I own a pair, or you can do all these things, and then you just hear a Van Gogh more than knowing his work, right? Like it's similar to a Rembrandt or even someone like Keith Haring, right? Who like at the time was like this underground
I think
artist.
is that restaurant painting, right?
He does like the figures. He was like a very famous like New York underground artist. Every Uniqlo t-shirt has Keith Haring on it now. There's like those dancing figures, and he has a very famous painting called Unfinished, which was about representing all the people who died of AIDS, because he eventually then went on to die of AIDS.
Smart. Okay. Cool.
But he's also become like so much more commercialized because his estate is willing to collaborate with so many brands, and now you can get a Keith Haring, like everything, right? Like you can buy a t-shirt, a watch, a shoe,
So it's
and then
merchandise now.
it's merchandise now. That's
I mean, yeah, his estate's
Basquiat.
basically like, fuck this dude.
So
we're just
like
gonna make as much money.
one thing which I think you were sorry, you go.
No, please.
You have been quiet for half an hour now.
I was going to say there's
been
one
thinking,
of
man, is
there's
it?
one of two ways you can go after you die, right? You can go the Van Gogh way where you kind of make everything super valuable, or you go the Keith Haring way where you try and commercialize as much as possible.
But you meaning?
No,
You
but
just
doing
said,
anything.
right?
your estate.
no, but
What
what
would
do
you
they
want?
both have done the same thing.
Who is
Yeah,
who?
it's exactly the same. Keith Haring.
What do you think happened to Michael's music? Do you think it got commercialized or?
I am not getting into this. Right?
Dude, Michael Jackson was the king of pop. He was commercial.
He was
Yeah,
super
but then after
commercial.
he died, way more
But he
commercial.
died rich,
100%.
right? Yeah.
I think he just, what happened was, Michael was so big in like when did he die? 2010, 2008, 10ish.
Something like that.
Something
Something like that.
2010.
So
Or
he was
9,
so
2009.
big. He was like worldwide, right? And then eventually, as his troubles with Sony were recorded, it kind of died down. He was more reclusive. He had a bunch of court cases or whatever. So in the late 2000s ish, his hype kind of died down, but not really ever. And then when he died, his music was reintroduced
Yeah.
to a whole new generation
Yeah.
of people,
Bro,
and
but it's-
the people who loved him once again re-celebrated him.
Yeah.
He was always. I mean, like
He
even
was always,
right
but it
away,
died
let's-
down a little bit, right? Like the new stars kind of took over.
But that's the
and he
best
was always
marketing
like,
they say you can do for your music, right?
to die.
Once you die,
Yeah.
they play all of
Mac
it again.
Miller, XXX, everyone
Juice
became
WRLD.
popular after.
Lil
you
Peep.
know, you're right. Michael Jackson's definitely didn't die at his peak though. You know, he
Of course he didn't, but he was also like well into his career when he died, right?
Yeah.
Versus like a Juice
Sidhu
WRLD.
Musewala.
Yeah.
yeah. No, but that's the
He's
thing about
releasing songs after he died every
That's-
Friday.
Yeah, Mac,
that's-
Mac Miller's put out like 4 albums.
like
I think,
Juice
after.
WRLD's
Mac Miller's
mother
put
was
out 2
milking him.
albums, posters that. and
Juice,
then-
yeah.
Mac Miller has not been, like his estate has handled it well.
Yeah.
Juice
XXX
WRLD's-
has been pretty poorly done.
His
but it's-
mother has
No,
been
you're
ripping him
thinking
off.
Juice WRLD.
No, I'm
not
thinking
X.
X.
I think XXXTentacion mother.
Yeah.
So basically, he's made like maybe like a 6-minute song.
Oh, that's-
his mother is like 2 minutes, 3
Yeah.
songs out.
Yeah, that's what it is. And
Pretty
with
much, bro,
With
yeah.
Juice WRLD, what it was is Juice WRLD was notorious for like going into one 4-hour session and making 30 songs,
Yeah.
and then putting out the best one. And so now his estate, they're like having to feed all these people, are like recutting these verses
And
and
all the new material
putting
is out
albums.
as
Yeah.
albums.
Well, the
Yeah.
Beatles just did an AI
Yeah.
AI cleanup of one of the verses. I think
Yeah.
of John Lennon's verse, and then just put it
Put it on
together
the
for a
song.
song. It's a good
Oh.
song. It's a
No,
good
but
song.
Keith Haring is like his art, like his actual art is very celebrated. He was like the street artist. It was like him and Basquiat who represent that New York movement.
And it works also on like a t-shirt.
It works. It's like
Yeah,
these
it
colorful things. He had worked with Coke back
black
in.
and white
Like there
figures.
is like a, I don't know. There's a mystique around something that makes it exciting. Like the 27 Club, right? Like if you
Yeah.
died at 27, suddenly you're special, right? It is sort of a depressing reality that like death makes you, deifies you in a way that you could never have.
27 right now.
No, love, I'm 26.
Okay, next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Plotting
Podcast
to
is
kill him,
dog.
I'll say my favorite painting because I do have one I like. The Scream.
Oh.
By Edward Munn.
Yes,
City.
I've
That's
seen
cool.
it.
It looks damn cool. Oh, you've seen it? The
Yeah.
actual
How does
one.
it look in
Slow.
person though?
How big
I haven't
is
seen
it?
it.
It's
person.
really small. It's not that big. And it's in this room. All these paintings like Mona Lisa, this one, all of them are like they have this big line to go in and all, and when you see it, you're just like,
It's underwhelming.
Yeah.
what?
The hype
do you-
is
do you
more.
want
The
It's like
hype is more
more-
than.
it's
No,
like
I
better on
feel
your
like a lot of
phone,
these
bro.
paintings, like if you see the sunflowers in person, it's very nice because it's a very big painting.
But that's it has to be worthy of that. You know, sometimes when you see a smaller painting, it's like. It's
Yeah.
kinda
See, I do like I feel a painting should be at least like a decent size.
Yeah.
Right. If the Mona Lisa is this small, obviously they are like, oh, it's a portrait, so they're being as realistic. So a person is also this much, so they're trying to make it as realistic, right?
No.
But when you see it 500 years later, it's like, no, bro, no, not the same.
Yeah. No, truly, you
You
know, in
could
the
like a different one as
when
well.
you're watching, when you go to see the Mona Lisa, there's all these like boards on the side, okay, that show you like why the painting is so great, and they're like, oh, look at the cool things about this painting. Like that's a better thing, I feel like, than the actual
Yeah.
thing, because it's like way bigger and you can actually see it close up. Mona Lisa, like I'm here and the camera is like where
Never
the
meet a hero's paintings.
Like, dude, they have to teach you how to look at the painting. It's not what you know. I did have fun with Aditya once because we went to my sister's art show, and it was like what was it, Mumbai Art Fair, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
And
Mumbai.
we just walked around, fucking saw a bunch of paintings. It was dope.
That was
It was sick.
amazing.
See, I
And then
feel
if they
if
didn't
you-
have names, we'd give them names. It was great. It was a great afternoon. It was great.
I love that.
Good time.
See, I feel if you go in with low expectations into any like I
Yeah.
feel with Van
Yeah.
Gogh, I knew 2-3 of it, like your main ones, and then when you go over there, and then like you're finding out more. Right?
Yeah.
But if you go to see this thing and you go with so much expectations, I feel that's what
You know, another one is this one,
The waves.
the
yeah.
wave.
the Japanese.
that's
one,
all
right?
over
Wave.
Uniqlo.
Yeah, this is
dog.
all
That's,
over like
uh,
merchandised
Uniqlo.
and everywhere.
That's a Uniqlo painting.
It's a
But that's
Uniqlo.
such a
Yeah.
but that's
wave
such
of
a it's such a great
Kanagawa.
painting though, man.
Uniqlo got ripped off
It's a
on
great
that.
wave. It's
Yeah,
a good
it's
wave.
I don't know what it is about that, man. There's a
It's the
boat
way the
somewhere in
waters
there.
fall,
somewhere.
yeah.
Do you think the painting is good? That's why we like her. Do you think because it's been so merchandised and commercialized, that's why now we think
Yeah.
There's a reason that it has been so commercialized,
is,
right? There's a
yeah.
little bit of both of that in there.
So it's also like there's a story behind it. Like that's it. In the Van Gogh Museum, every painting he's made, okay, he basically wrote a letter to his brother, okay, and he drew it in like a sketch part, and he sent it to his brother, and he's like, "This is how I'm seeing the painting," and then he made the painting. So when you see it, it's more of like a story that you see, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it becomes very personal. So you can see like the first draft of Starry Night where he's drawn it like rough with his pencil, and those letters are over there. So
Yeah,
I feel
that's cool. That's the cool
That's
part.
what's
Yeah, yeah.
cool, right? So yeah, I feel the whole story behind it is I feel makes anything, because otherwise it's just a face.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with Da Vinci. Another reason the painting got very big was also he was very rich while he was painting, right? And he was like an astronomer, physician, and all of those. He also made only I think like 15 or 16 paintings. So I think he would spend like 5 years. So how long can a person live anyways?
Sure.
So he would a lot of times start his painting, then his juniors would finish a painting. So a lot of it, that's why, and then he did this technique, I don't know, it's called stugato or something like that, where he would create depth in his painting. Basically, I see it like he used to just like fucking erase it with an eraser and make the background wake. But it's like, it's like
completely shattered his way of painting.
that's what I of course think about it. But it's like back then, like there was no colors. They had to use real pigments and all.
Yeah.
And the thing is, on a timeline thing, nobody would do that until
Yeah.
that person would do it, and then everyone would do it.
It's like what they say, na, like early philosophers had it so easy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you
oh,
think
an
like-
apple's gonna fall, like call it like, you know what I mean? Like even I could have done that.
He was the first person to go on an airplane, has 40 minutes jokes. No? Okay.
What? Wait, sorry,
It's like airplane jokes.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Everything is bizarre to me.
Literally.
Oh yeah. What's the?
But then you can't tell the joke until everyone else has been on the airplane as well.
Yeah, but you're the first person saying the jokes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So now there are no fresh airplane jokes. Everything's done.
There's a few airplane jokes still out there.
What's next for you, Joe? I know you told me you're working on a special that's coming out next year sometime.
So it depends. I feel like last year I think I overcooked my special, so I didn't really record it as a whole thing, and the structure of it, the parts of it, which I would not reveal it here. Okay, I think I can just reveal it here. Every time I feel like this is a secret, I'm like, no, there's no secret. There's a part of the special where I used to be like, the whole special was like me saying jokes and then maintaining it in a diary. So throughout the special, I keep reading things from my diary, so it all ties back together. I thought the concept was brilliant. That's why I was doing it. But then I feel eventually by the time I made the hour and I got bored by it, it was not as good as I thought it would be.
But
So-
you put it out?
No, so I put out the jokes from it without the structure. So I'm still
okay.
playing with the structure because the structure is a proper start, middle, and end. So now that's a very nice where I can be free with it, but I still have like a proper middle, beginning, and end.
Sure.
So that gives me a lot more confidence and freedom to play with while still doing something new.
Awesome. So we will see this.
You can see it. I would feel, yeah, right now I'm doing trial shows in Bombay mostly. Yeah, maybe then I'll start touring with it in September, October once it's good.
Sick.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for being on the episode today,
Ali
guys.
just didn't speak for 45 minutes and then call the episode off. That's a real show producer.
Nah, he's an
There we
artist,
go.
bro. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Also, you pissed off Jay today.
No,
That's okay.
No, we have some similar painting interests.
Yeah.
He knows Starry Night, which is like,
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
Uniqlo made
You
it.
know,
bro.
Yeah.
Jay was just upset that you have a bodybuilder's medal and he does not.
Hey, you can take it, dude.
Guys, we're going to link everything of Joe's in the description. But before you leave, can we ask for your empty shelf item?
Yes. So, like again, I would say, like last year, I got a.
I thought that was mine.
Yeah, wait. This credit card has a story. It's not like, hey, a random tap to pay. So last year I went out, this was my first international trip ever. I got shows. So I had to apply for a Forex card. So I applied for a credit card. And it was like a 45-day trip. I made like show and then just going around Europe.
Sick.
And then I applied for a credit card. So I was doing like many cities. So I went to like Vienna, Budapest, Prague, and then I went to Munich. And when I was in Munich, I just get a message that some €2.5 has been spent. And I'm in Munich and I checked the location of the transaction and it's in Prague.
Oh,
And somebody used this card to buy tram tickets.
Oh my god.
What a beggar of a scammer. Hacking credit cards to go to work on a public transport system that should not even exist. A tram ticket. Not even metro. Not a bus, a tram, which you can walk faster than a tram. That's how outdated it is. And then I got an email saying that your card has been exposed to the deep black internet or something like that.
That's
So I was like, I have only one card. So I call up my friend, okay, and I was like, listen, I need some money. I can GPay it to you. And he was in Amsterdam. He's like, but what will I don't use GPay.
shout out GPay though, man.
It's
GPay
awesome, right?
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
So I was like, listen, just get me a favor. So he gave me €700 in cash, which I carried in my wallet the rest 25 days, which is a very vulnerable space to be. So it was insane. So yeah, and then I just deactivated this card, and
Sick,
you
man.
guys get to keep this.
Thank you.
I
Oh my
removed
gosh.
the numbers off it.
Shit.
Oh yeah, now we won't.
So so you guys can't buy
me
MDMA
see
on
that.
market. Yeah, it's
Cool, man.
That's
But that's
so cool.
that's a scam they do, right? Where the tap cars, they just roam around with the machine and they just like sort of graze it by your bag.
Yeah.
So it gets tapped. But there's a limit. There's a limit of €20 or some
2.5,
small
I
limit.
guess. So.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel.
Yeah, actually, this thing, when you said that, right?
Yeah.
Put a lot of pressure on me. So I started watching a lot of episode enders.
That's why we actually do it, so that
And people are giving like cough syrup.
Oh yeah.
I was like, come on.
Who gave us the cough syrup?
Someone give us cough sills, yeah.
Then I saw Ronek's episode, he's giving empty deodorants. I'm like, come on, put more
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I think he like went to his car and like got all of the
Bro, he
stuff
was,
that he had in
he
the
was
back of his
sipping
car.
on this deo for like an hour until he gave it. I was like, that's gross, dude. You're deodorizing your ass, Ronek. Just chill.
What was your favorite item you saw someone give us?
Or that you see over here, rather.
What's the most interesting?
Did somebody give you a
eye-catching?
camera?
No.
Oh, that is our old camera actually.
Oh, I'll have to take a. But that dinosaur, the giraffe dinosaur looks good.
Oh,
That's
that's a
cool.
bong. It's a
water-
that's a water plantation.
That
device.
was from Arjun Mathur.
here you can see it better and figure
They can
out.
plan
Oh, that's a
An
bomb. Oh, that's an elephant.
Yeah.
It looked like that dinosaur.
It does look like a
Grass-eating dinosaur.
Yeah, it
yeah.
does.
It's cool.
Oh, right. It looks like one of the. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for being here, Joel. Anything you want to end the episode with?
No, it's
You're playing in Bombay soon.
Yeah, but it's okay. When is this episode coming out?
Probably in a week and a half.
Week and a half. Yeah, then okay, just
Just follow him.
Just
follow him.
His dates are up on screen. Go check him out if you guys want to.
Whatever comes here then is what I'm promoting. So
Okay.
buy this.
Will Costa's link there.
Switch to the nonchalant gimmick right at the end.
I don't promote my show. You just sell out. No.
Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next episode of the Having Said That show.
Thank you so much.
Woohoo.
I was wild in the winter looking for ya. Why do I get this since I know ya? Why it might be the paranoia? Hiding but now you got me